Okay then, for those of you who have chosen to do an architectural drawing set in AutoCAD, we're going to make a space plan, a roof plan, and either an eave or a footing detail, and we're going to put them all into one drawing and create a layout for that shows those together. And it'll be a very basic, simple drawing set, but it'll give you the right idea. So let's take a look and see what we're supposed to do. We have a space plan, which I've opened up here. You'll see you've already drawn the floor plan. So to make it a space plan, we're going to add interior design features that talk about the furniture that's going to be in there. So we're going to create the furniture, and we're going to do that by making something called a block so that we can use it over and over and over again in either this file or in any file. That's the beauty of blocks. It's a little drawing saved within another drawing. It can actually be its own drawing, but for our purposes, it's going to be saved inside of a drawing. So I'm going to show you how to do the conference table and this desk. We're going to start off by making a new layer for furniture in my existing week 4 architectural drawing. This is where we can put many drawings together all in one file. Okay, and the way we're going to do it, there's many ways to do this. Some are more efficient and effective than others, depending on what you're going to do later on. We're going to make a copy of that drawing we made and paste it into another part of the same file, and then we're going to show that new work on a new layout. So watch how I do it. First of all, I need to know about what I'm going to draw. So I'm going to draw the conference table. You do not need to get everything the right size here. That's for another day. So here we go. I've got plate 4.3 open. I've resaved it in week 5. Okay, so I've got a new version of it. Usually you just keep working in the same one. So I need to make a new layer for my furniture so I can show it or not show it as I wish. Furniture, usually black and white, and that's usually on a thin layer or a 0.014 or something like that. Okay, so there's my furniture layer, and I'm going to draw on my furniture layer. The next thing to do is to make a copy of this and move it somewhere. There we go. And this is where I'm going to show my furniture. And the reason I'm doing that is we can show it all here and turn them on and off, but that's a file management thing. So we're just going to make another copy here. So furniture, I think I need to make a circle. And then I need to make a chair. I'm going to make the chair look something like, I know exactly how I want to do it. I think I'm just going to make a rectangle, and I'm going to have it sticking out, so it's going to be 10 by 18. Okay, and then I can move it. Let me pick my snaps so that they're working. I'm definitely going to need quadrant. I'm going to need midpoint. That'll probably do. Midpoint will go to the quadrant. And I can move it so that it looks like it's pushed in and then trim. Okay. So that's going to be the outline of my chair. If I offset it maybe 1 inch, that's the wooden or metal frame of my chair. And then I need to make kind of like the back cushion. And I didn't make an exact duplicate of this. This has a little taper to it. Want to put some taper to it, you can, but I got something kind of close. And that's looking a little big. I think maybe I can make this a little bit smaller if I had wanted to. And if you were an interior designer, of course, you would have your books available with all this stuff. There we go. Okay, and now we have that polar array. It's an array, polar, and I'm going to select the chair, enter, and find the center. And I do want 6. Look, it just made that for. Isn't that nice? Cool. So now I've got my conference table drawn. The next thing to do is make it into something called a block. It groups everything together and saves it as its own little drawing within the drawing so that you can use it over and over again. And then it gives you a lot of tools to work with. So we're going to go to the Insert tab and do the Create Block. There's another one in here called W block that we're going to learn about in Design 302. We're going to create a block. We'll give it a name. Table, conference, 6 seats. Like that. People usually give it names that make sense. I'm going to pick a point that says, when I click in my drawing, that part of my block will go right there. And then I'm going to convert to a block. I'm going to select my eye. Enter. And then I'm okay. Click. That's all one thing now. Moves around all on its own. So I'm going to actually get rid of it and show you how to put it back in. You don't have to get rid of it. But this is kind of cool. If you go to the Insert tab, come on. Where is it? Here it is, right down here. Sorry, I was having a hard time seeing it. If I click on that and drag it in, I can put it wherever I want. And I can even put more than one in there. And it's really nice because there's features that counts blocks and does things with them so that you can get bills of materials and all sorts of stuff out of blocks later on. And so they're useful even if you have only one of them. So my next thing to do is to draw this little corner desk, and I'm just going to estimate it. Again, you can do a little bit more work to get it right. And remember, I'm doing this on my furniture layer. I think it looks something kind of like that. And then there's another. I'll just do that. That looks pretty good. So there's my drawing of the corner desk. And again, I'll go to Insert, Create a Block, and this one will be a desk corner. Pick it, and I think that I usually want to have one corner of or the other. So maybe I'm gonna pick this corner. Select my objects, and I convert it to a block. It's already done. Go. Now I'm gonna get rid of it and show you how you do it again. So it's Insert, Desk, Corner. Click, pull it in. Now watch, I can do that again. Insert, desk corner. And down here it gives me some options. I know this one has to rotate. So I'll click the rotate button and it's minus 90. Minus direction is clockwise. There. I've got 2 desks in. So you'll do all the other ones too. You'll need some chairs, another kind of a chair, some sort of a little sink and a little toilet. And you can be as simplistic with those as you would like. My main point is that you can make something called a block and then put it in. So now that I've got all that done, I'm going to say save. And I'll show you later on how we're going to present this. Okay. Sometimes people like to put some text in here so that they can be looking around and knowing what these things are. So I'm going to go to my text, DT, and I'm going to make it pretty big lettering. And I'm going to write space plan. Just so that I know that that's what it is. And over here, I like to do this. I like to copy. Everything's all set up. I can move it straight over. And I can write down floor plan. Now let's go back and make sure that I haven't messed up my floor plan drawing. Nope, that's good. It's not showing up. It's out of the way. Okay, so that's a common thing that people do. Okay, here's my floor plan. Here's my space plan. Pretty soon we'll do a roof plan, Eve drawing, so you just make copies of everything and put them all over the place in model space. That is a common way of doing it. Okay, so there we go. That is your space plan drawing.